Welcome back to the Word, the expanded edition and the gospel edition. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do that, but welcome back to the Word. We're in the book of Matthew. We're going through verse by verse. We're reading it, and then we're just kind of synopsizing, which is kind of hard for me not to go word by word through the whole thing, but we're giving it a shot. So we're in Matthew chapter 4. We made it to the temptation of Jesus. Let me read a little bit to you, and then let's just pull out a couple points from it. It says this: Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. I'm going to stop right there just to say this. Most people, a lot of people, would not agree with this today. Oh, God would never allow this to happen. It just reads word for word. Says, then Jesus was led by the Spirit to be tempted, right, by the devil. Sometimes God allows us to be tempted. He's going to allow it to happen. Sometimes the Spirit will take us into situations, right? Not so that God can tempt us, but because God has given permission of the enemy to tempt us. That's a hard concept, right? God doesn't tempt you, but God allows the enemy to tempt you. Right? That's exactly what he did to Job. That's exactly what he does to Jesus here. After fasting 40 days, 40 nights, he was hungry. And the tempter came and said to him, if you're the Son of God, command these stones to become loaves of bread. I want you to understand this section, right? Because God waited for 40 days, right? God allowed this to happen. Jesus was 40 days into this. Now, whether in those 40 days the enemy made some appearances and all that stuff, I don't really know. It doesn't say. It says after fasting 40 days and 40 nights, then the enemy shows up. It's not right away thing. There's a lot of time in this. It's not a suddenly thing, right? At the very beginning, it's a suddenly thing when he shows up 40 days. God would allow Jesus to be hungry for 40 days, then allow the enemy. Right? This is not the Jesus that we present to people. He would never do these kind of things, right? And he did. He allowed the enemy to come at the weakest point. The weakest point of Jesus, he allows the enemy to come in. Right? He may do that to you. So we think of this as, why did God allow this to happen at this moment? Well, because sometimes that's what he does. God says that it's in your weakest moment that his strength is going to make you perfect. It's going to make you strong, right? He'll perfect you in the moments that God wants to perfect you, not the way that we think it should be. Right? So the enemy waits, and then what's he test him with? He tests him with food. Hey, you got the ability, you're hungry. Just go get it. I hope that you're listening to this and understanding. The enemy sometimes is just going to simply tempt you with what you really want. Hey, why are you waiting for this? Go get it. You're hungry. Go eat. Have the candy bar, right? Go get the job. Go get the person, right? Get in relationship with that. Have kids now. Don't take this job. Don't fulfill this. Don't go here, or go. You want this. Go get it. Makes sense, human speaking. We love that idea of, hey, you want it? Go get it. Go get it. That's exactly what the enemy is saying right here. Hey, you go get it. Here's the response of Jesus. But he answered, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that comes from the mouth of God." There's the antidote. That's how Jesus fought it. Hey, no, we don't live by bread, but we live by God. And what does God say? I'm not going to give you more than you can handle. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make this okay. So even though I'm asking you to fast for 40 days, even though I'm allowing this all to happen and be tested at the end of it, I'm still God. Right? Do not give up on my promises. Don't give up on the things of God. Don't do it. Even though it looks like, right? Hey, you can go get this. Freedom can be caught right here. Sell everything you have. Your financial problems are going to go away. Right? Go get it. So as we look at this portion, we're going to finish this up next time, right? On the temptation of Jesus. It tells us a little bit about God and what he will allow and what he would ask us to go through, right? Why? Because again, it battlefies us. It hardens us, right? To do what God has asked us to do out of obedience. We're going to learn from this, right? God trying to toughen us up a little bit, right? Not doing everything the easy way. Hey, we'll see you next time on the Word Expanded.